Hey y'all, welcome back to Faith Budgets. On this channel, I'll be posting videos about how we use a zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off our last debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit the subscribe button and join us on this journey to financial freedom. Hey guys, so today's video will be our budget with me for the first week in April. Let me turn my heater off. I know y'all can hear that. Oh, sorry about that. It's cold again here. I'm in Tennessee and it's cold today. It's Saturday the 6th and got a little cold front came in and we had some warm weather and then the cold came, so it seems like it's even colder than what it really is. So I got my little heater on under my desk. Anyway, if you're coming back, returning, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. My name is Holly. My husband and I are on a journey to become debt-free. We have one debt left, our Honda side-by-side. I think we owe about $15,000 on that. We do have our mortgage, but whenever I say debt-free, I'm not including our mortgage in that because our mortgage, we just refinanced in 2020. Well, we built in 19, it's 21, I think we'll refinance. So I'm not including that in our debt-free journey, but that will be a goal of ours too in the future. But we want to get all these get our other debts paid off. You know, we had credit cards, we had vehicle loans, and now we had this loan on the ATV, Honda side-by-side. So that's our last debt, and that's what we're focused on paying off. But we're also saving our money at the same time and putting money into our sinking funds, building our emergency fund, you know, saving along with paying off the debt. You know, so it's probably taken us a little bit longer than it would if we just, you know, cut out everything else and just paid the debt. We probably could already have it paid off, but we want to be able to plan for those events that are coming up in the future. So we have those sinking funds for those items and those events and things coming up, and that cost more. You know, you have to save up for them along the way. So today's video will just be our paycheck budget for the first week in April. My husband and I both get paid bi-weekly, but we're on opposite payrolls. I get paid every other Thursday, and he gets paid every other Friday, so we get paid every week. And we both work 40 hours, 40 plus sometimes. I'm getting some overtime, so it's really helped out a lot. And he's getting some overtime too. Anytime that we have the opportunity to take advantage of that, we do. And I'm a medical coder. I've been coding for 20 plus years. My husband is in utility services. I have an older son that's 21. He's in college. He doesn't live here in the home with us. And then I have a younger son. He's 17. He is a senior in high school. Will be graduating in May. And my stepdaughter is a junior in high school. So we're just going to focus on getting this last debt paid off as our main goal, and saving along the way. But today will be this is my, I made this on Canva. This is a paycheck budget worksheet. It's similar to, I used to use the Budget Moms. So it's very similar to hers, but I just added a few more. I added more sinking funds here. And then I put a final totals box down here for all the final totals. And I think she maybe had one for extra savings or something like that, but I just put all my savings in the sinking funds category. So, okay, let's get started. This paycheck will be on 4/5. We got paid yesterday. Today's the 6th. So, this was for the hubby. And this is paycheck number 1 for April. And we will budget $17.81. But we're just going to budget $17.81. And we don't have a lot of bills coming out this section. Really, hardly at all. Sometimes the bills are heavy on one pay week, and then sometimes they're not. It just depends on how they fall. I'll go back and show you how I calculate all that, I guess. I use the Budget Moms highlighter method for the monthly layout, and I map out all the bills. So anything in yellow is for this paycheck, this teal green colors for this paycheck, and then this pink purple colors for the 19th, and then this light blue is for the last check in April. So we have 4 paydays, and then the bills coordinate with that payday, and then that's what's in there. So And then we have certain things that come out each paycheck no matter what. Like I have a cushion, and I think, yeah, cushion's the only one that comes out of all of them other than like the variable spending, Walmart and gas. That will come out of all of them too. So I map that out like that, and then I do the monthly layout. I have both of these free on my description box down below if you want to click on those. One of them is a monthly budget and the other one is the paycheck budget. So first I do my monthly budget and I put all the income that's expected. Then I put all the bills, all the variable expenses, all sinking funds, and then I can do totals down there too whenever I close out the budget. But this just lets me get the big picture so I know what's going on for the whole month, and then I can break it down into each paycheck that we get paid weekly. And so I do this monthly funding plan to help me do that for the variable spending and sinking funds. And so I do that to know how much cash to pull out of each check. But I do that after I do my bills. I always do my bills first, and then that's why these numbers are, you know, could be different. Like one paycheck, I may not put anything in the emergency fund. The next one, I may put the whole $20 in. Or the same with Christmas. Down here, we budget $200 a month. I usually do $50 a week, but I may not, see here I wasn't able to do that. I just did $50 on paycheck number 2, and I did $150 on paycheck number 4. So it just, however I can map it out. This is what takes so long. That's why I don't video that, because I'm kind of, you can see I race and I go back, and then if we make more money than what's expected, I can put that here, and I usually write that down the side. I'll change it, you know. But that's my little mapping out for the month. So let's do it like that, and then, but like I said, both of those are in my description box below if you want to check if those worksheets work for you guys and you want to try them out. They really help me to add more sinking funds. Is why I created it, I guess. Oh, I probably need to send you guys in. Okay. So for the fixed expenses, really, let's start with the cushion. I always do a cushion of $25 per paycheck. That just helps to, if we have anything that's over in the bills, or maybe an online purchase that was unexpected, just something, I want to build our checking account up. I don't like to leave it exactly what we have, you know, all the bills coming out. I don't want it down to the last dollar. So I leave that in there as a cushion. And I think our cushion right now is usually, I think it's around $300 to $500 is where I leave it. And that's what's always extra in there. That's kind of, I guess, like a little mini emergency fund too, but we try not to look at it like that. It's just a cushion because we don't want to overdraw. So, and then the Honda payment is due on the 5th. Yes, $400 on that. Our minimum payment is $369, but I just round up to $400. And then we have Bible study. I'm in a women's Bible study group, and I pay for the venue or the room that we rent to host the study. It's every other Monday night we do that. So it's only $20 a month. They just had to do that to reserve our spot. They didn't really even want to charge us anything, but that's just $20 to do that. And then that's all the fixed expenses and bills, but I do have gas and Walmart. I know that's considered a variable expense because those amounts can vary, but I do put that up here because that is in with our debit card or credit card. So gas and Walmart. And I do the same because I'm usually within, you know, a few dollars of it, pretty close, and then whatever's over, I don't know if the zero's there. And that can allow for this $25 too. Sometimes if I need to go over a little bit on Walmart or something like that, that's a little bit of a buffer there. Okay, so let's add these up and see what we have for our total here for our fixed expenses. $905 for our fixed expenses. So let's subtract that from our income. $8.76 is what we have left. So now our variable spending, variable spending, that will be the same every paycheck. I mean, I can always change the amount. Sometimes I do. If something's coming up, I may add a little more or less, or move, adjust that around. But so can you guys see? All these are usually the same, though. I mean, the same categories. Yes, they're always the same categories. Food, church, me, hubby, self-care, fun, miscellaneous, kids, dogs, and meds. Okay, so we have food will be 50, church is 45, me is 40, hubby is 150, self-care is 40, and hubby's is all in one. That's why his is larger than just, my me category. Mine is kind of spread out here. I keep all these in my wallet, so I like to keep them separated. I just give him all his at one time. He puts it in his wallet. He don't use the envelopes like I do. Okay, where was I? Fun, we'll get 20. Miscellaneous, 20. Kids, 30. Dogs, we did move that up to 25. To be a little more prepared for things for them. And then my meds, I went down to 15 because I'm doing some changes on the meds there. So let's total this up and see what we have for this now. For our, we have to scoot up a little. $435 for variable spending, variable expenses. Okay, so let's take that, subtract that from the $8.76, what we had left. That leaves us with $441. Now we have our sinking fund categories. Some of these will not be filled, so I'm just going to write in the ones that are this paycheck. I have several of them. They go all the way down to here, but all of them will not be funded during this paycheck. But the ones for this paycheck will be Sam's, emergency, lease land. My husband and his dad lease some land for hunting. They go in half on that. Graduation, vacation, my son's savings from his dad. His dad passed away, so I do put his money in there for him in this account. And then he has another one too, that he gets some directly in there. Memberships and subscriptions, birthdays and gifts. I'm having to use this quite a bit lately, but it's really come in handy. I'm glad I've created that one for gifts for other people other than just our family birthdays. I was just doing it for our family birthdays, but I added it, for wedding showers, baby showers, even like funeral, whenever you go to the funeral home, or if you need to give something for somebody that's passed, or, just helping out a family member or a friend, or just anything like that. I put that in the gifts, and so I've been getting in that. It's usually empty all the time. Let's see, then we have mini Mondays for our savings challenge, and this is all the money here, and the mini Mondays will be going to my saving for a new SUV, and then freebie Fridays will be debt. So that's SUV and debt is where that money goes. So I'm just labeling it like that though, so that I know that's where that's going. I get to play with that money in the challenges. Okay, so Sam's is going to get 25, and I'm thinking about upping that too, because I'm having to use that. Seems like I'm having to use it every time. I'm waiting for the next one to come in to get something else. So I'd like to have a little more in there to be able to purchase stuff when I'm ready. I do the online, they deliver, things that I need in bulk as far as household items. Lease land, what's it? Oh, we're funding it completely for this month, 60. And then graduation is, no, it's not 60, 40. Vacation, 50. Going to the beach in in Alabama in August. My son's savings, $70 this time. Memberships, $18. Birthdays and gifts, $80. Yeah, because I just bought my old co-workers. I went and met with them, and a couple of them had got married, and I didn't get to go, so I took their gifts, and so I spent all that. So I have to put that right in there and take it right back out. Mini Mondays is going to get 50, and Freebie Fridays will get 40 this time. And the 50 is because I was doing $100 bi-weekly out of my paycheck, but I just went ahead and broke that down to do $50 a week and do it like that. I was having it directly deposited into my Ally savings, but I went ahead and took that back and had it in my check so that I can withdraw that money to do the Mini Mondays with. And then maybe I can add a little more as we get some other things, other events that go away, like we have graduations and vacation. Like some of those may go down, and I can put some more in here, so we'll see. All right, let's total this up. $438. So that's pretty close. 441 minus 438. That leaves us with $3, and that's fine. We'll just leave that there because some of these things, you know, I may need that for anything extra. I may go over on Walmart. I just leave that in there for the cushion, so that's fine. Nothing on extra debt that I know of. We may come back and do that later. But let's just do our little final totals here at the bottom. I like to do this because when I come back and do my closeout for the month, then I just look down here at the bottom instead of having to add it all up then. And that gets my totals for the whole month. See, so that just helps me out later on at the end of the month whenever I do that. Okay, so our income was $1,781. And I know we did have some debt this time, so I'm going to separate that out here. And I'm going to put the debt here at $400. And then the expenses will be these two expenses added together. Then I'll subtract that debt from it. So let's see. 905 plus 435. 1340, then we'll take that debt back off though. So total expenses was $940. And then our sinking funds was $438. So let's see if we come up with this 3 here, the same. So we have income, $1,781, minus expenses, $940, minus the sinking funds, $438, and then minus the debt, $400. Yep, that leaves us with 3. So that just gives me the totals down there at the bottom. So that is our budget for the paycheck, first paycheck. Like I said, there's not very many bills here, but the next one will probably be the one that's bill heavy. Usually in the middle of the month is when all our utilities come due. So that is all on that. And then I already did the cash breakdown. I went ahead and done that because I'm in a hurry and I had to try to get this going to get our money out and everything. So I did the cash breakdown, what denominations I want for each category, and totaled that up. And I put that on the little teller slip, take that to the bank, get our cash out, and then I'll come back and do our cash stuffing for this week. So I think that's it for today, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you guys do a weekly paycheck, if you get paid weekly, or do you get paid monthly or bi-weekly? We used to just get paid bi-weekly. We were on the same payroll, but then a few years ago I changed jobs, and they were actually on the opposite payroll, so it made us weekly. And I really have noticed that it's a whole lot, I don't know, we like it better to getting paid weekly. And I've heard of some budgeters that do maybe get paid monthly, but they still budget weekly. They just hold their money out and budget it by week, you know. Just let me know how you guys do. Do you do weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and how do you like it? And I guess that'll be it for today's video, and the next one will be for the cash stuffing for this paycheck. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.